Hey children, let us look at multiplication and division of fractions. This is actually one of the easiest, let me say, one of the simple aspects of fractions because it is very, very straightforward. There is no complexity or confusions involved. Let's say we have some examples. The question says 2 out of 3 multiplied by 1 out of 4. You don't need to think too much. All you have to do is just multiply the numerator by the numerator and multiply the denominator by the denominator. That is, you just draw a long line for both of them. 2 times 1. You combine the numerator. 2 times 1. And the denominator, 3 times 4. And when you do this, 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. So this is supposed to be our answer, but it is not in the lowest term. Remember, when you solve your fraction, your answer must be in its lowest term. Therefore, we have to reduce by 2. Yes, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. You must divide them with the same number. Okay? Okay, let's take another question. Let's say we have 4 out of 5 multiplied by 3 out of 6. What do? The same thing. Just draw a line, multiply the numerators 4 times 3. You can see this one is very straightforward. 5 times 6. So the only problem you'll be having is when it's time for you to reduce your fractions. So 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. Out of 5 multiplied by 6 is 30. So you now have to reduce this. Remember, when you want to reduce fractions to its lowest term, the simplest way is to just find the highest common factor and divide them with it. But if you can't, you can be dividing it little by little, bit by bit. You can start by dividing it by 2, by 3 and all of that. So if you use the most easiest method, you find the HCF of 12 and 13. What is the highest common factor of 12 and 13? Let's use our prime factorization method because it's the easiest method. 2 times 6, right, is 12. And also is 2 times 3 times 2. So this is our 12. And for the 30 is 2 times 15. And this is 2 multiplied by 15 is 3 times 5. And yes, this is our 30. So we can actually slash 2, 2. And we can slash 3, 3. Therefore, our highest common factor is 6. So 12 divided by 6 is 2. And 30 divided by 6 is 5. And you get your answer. So you have to make sure that you reduce your answer to its lowest term. That is one of the problems we can have when we are dealing with such fractions. Now, what if the numbers are very, very huge? Yes, what if the numbers are too big that you can't just reduce it? For example, let's say we have 12 out of 15 multiplied by 3 out of 20. You see, these are huge numbers. When you multiply the numerator, you are going to have 12 multiplied by 3 and the denominator 15 multiplied by 20. So 12 multiplied by 3 is 36. Out of 15 multiplied by 20 is 300. So before you'll be able to find the highest common factor of 36 and 300, it's going to take you time. Yes. So the best way to do this, instead of doing this and looking for the highest common factor, is to break the whole number into prime factors. Yes, at your level. What you have to do is to break this whole number into prime factors, like this, in this way. So this is 12 times 3 out of 15 times 20, right? 12 times 3 out of 15 times 3. We are going to change all this number to their prime factorization. Yes. Instead of 12, remember 12 is what? 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2, 4 times 3, 12. This is what you can replace 12 with. Okay? Multiplied by 3. Then we'll now add times 3. So our numerator is going to be 12 times 3. But instead of 12, we'll write 2 times 2 times 3. Like this. 2 times 2 times 3. Then multiplied by this remaining 3. You see, we are breaking them to small numbers. Then the 15. Let's now break 15. You know what 15 is? 15 is what? 3 times 5. So 15 is going to be 3 times 5. And the 20 is what? When you break your 20 down, your 20 is going to be 2 times 10, which would be 2 times 2 times 5. I've taught you this before. So instead of 20, I'm going to write 2 times 2 times 5. So the moment you are able to break everything down like this, it becomes very easy. Because all you have to do now is to slash out the common numbers. There's 2 here and there's 2 here. You cancel them. There's 2 here and there's another 2 here. You still cancel that 2. There's 3 here, there's 3 here. Cancel that 3. Is there still anything that is common? No. There's 1 3 here and there is 5 times 5 here. Therefore, that your answer here is going to be 3. And here is going to be 5 times 5, which is 25. And this gives you your answer. So that is how you carry out multiplication of fractions. What about division? In division, we will use a rule which is going to make it easy for you. The rule goes like this. The rule goes like this. Keep, change, and flip. You know what flip means? Turn upside down. So let's say we have an example, 2 out of 3 divided by 1 out of 4. What do we do? This is number 1, number 2, and number 3. So we are breaking our fraction into 3. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. What did they say we should do with the first one? We should what? Keep it. That 2 over 3, we are going to keep it exactly the way it is. The second one is what? To change. So we are going to change the division to multiplication. And the third one is to what? Flip. To turn it upside down. So instead of 1 out of 4, it's now going to be 4 out of 1. And you are done. You just solve. Like the way you solve your multiplication. A straight line, 2 times 4 and 3 times 1. And here 2 times 4 is what? 8. Out of 3 times 1 is 3. And as you see, this fraction is an improper fraction. Therefore, you have to break it down to a mixed fraction. Which means 8 divided by 3 gives you 2 whole number, remainder 2 over 3.